Hi guys, it's J-Dog John Karshboom. Hey, I'm out here in the nursery and I have I want to give you a helpful hint on how to put things together. I get lots of customers coming in and sometimes even on the verge of frustration because usually you have this area, right? And it can be a big area, it can be a small area, but it's usually some sort of troublesome area. And what we're suffering from is a lot of choices. Because what happens is we start looking at a plant, right? Say, gosh, I really like this plant. And then you say, well, what kind of sun conditions does it take? Well, can it take the hot sun? Does it need the afternoon shade, right? So we think of that. Then we think, gosh, how big does this get? And so then we got to think, okay, well, it can get 3-4 feet tall, 4 or 5 feet tall. Can it be pruned? And then we start thinking about all those details on when it needs to be pruned, what kind of soil conditions, and what we end up being is kind of gripped in this, well, I don't know what to do because there's so many things to think about when I just really have this area. So I'm going to lay out some things. Maybe this might help give you some ideas and maybe make it even a bit funner on how you can set things out. I'm just going to give you one design tip. We're going to keep this pretty simple today. So what I have laid out here, and by the way, this is how we have the whole nursery laid out. Take a look at this combination that I've got going on here. I've got some blues going on. You notice I had the fescues and the sedums and the junipers, and then I jump over to this green and white combination. So we get a green and white. We get some different types of green. So deep dark greens, light greens, and then we get into the yellows, right? So we have types of yellows. This is a really cool Alberta spruce, by the way, and a type of Hebe. We have the yellows, and then we have the burgundies. So burgundies slash reds. This is kind of a mix, even some oranges in there. So what we have going on here is just a mixture of colors. And color, by the way, is the first thing your eye is going to catch in your landscape. So putting your colors together really will go a long ways. Now there's color, there's form, and there's texture, but we're just going to concentrate on color because even if you get this right, you're 99% of the way home, well, 95% of the way home. Let me show you what I mean. So let's take, for instance, let's say you really like this Alberta spruce, right? Now this is a really cool one, by the way. That new foliage is golden yellow. Now, of course, if we want to do monochromatic, we have a conifer, we have something leafy, and we have something grassy. Makes for a really cool combination. But let's say we don't want to do that. Let's just say we want to do. We picked out this golden yellow. Now we want to contrast out. Well, we can grab something in a darker burgundy color. You see how that really starts to bring it out. And then we can add in a type of green. Maybe it's just a smaller type of conifer. This is the Chamaecyparis. So we get the greens, the yellows, and the burgundies. We can switch it out all day long. Let's say we don't like that combination. Well, we take in another type of burgundy. So we have this red sedum, and we have another type of green here. So we get the green, goldens, and reds in there. So that's what I mean about putting things together. I'm not even concentrating on sun or shade because that's just one detail we're going to that will edit out on our choices, because for whatever plant that we choose, there is another option that can fit just as well. So really it's what catches your eye first. That's the first and foremost, and then play with those color combinations. Anyway guys, I hope that helps. Just a little something to get you through, get you going, and maybe have that dream garden that you've always dreamed about. Anyway guys, that's the show for the day. Always live your passion.
You see me right out of the sunset on the color TV screen.